Good morning. My name is Mrs. Shram. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me, and then get into kind of how the course will work for English this year. This is my 7th year teaching in Belton. I actually started at Mill Creek, then moved to the middle school for a couple of years, and then moved up to the high school with the freshmen last year. I'm excited for this year, even though it's very different, even though we're learning to be very flexible and adjust almost every day. I'm excited for what this year will bring. And I actually just finished my master's in special education this past May, so that's what I got to work on during quarantine, during all the stay-at-home orders. I'm married and have 2 kiddos, so that's what keeps me busy outside of school. So first, let me show you a little bit more about my course in Canvas and kind of where to find things. All the information you need each day for class will be found in announcements. I'll go ahead and show you this announcement from Friday. So for my virtual learners, students learning at home, I'm always doing a video to kind of explain the assignments for that day in more detail. So that's going to be the first thing you see. Then second is always going to be Lexia. As part of Resource English, we work in Lexia for about 20 to 25 minutes each day. This is an awesome tool. We started using it last year, and it's so great to identify strengths and weaknesses for each student and really helps with monitoring their IEP goals. I can also monitor that on my end. There's a teacher platform, so we can monitor where they're struggling, where they're progressing very well, and be able to assign specific lessons. Then you will always see the assignments for that day. So for example, this is some reading notes we did. And if I click on that, it takes me straight to the assignment. So those are some notes we took. Following that will always be what we need that day. So for example, this was reading and the audio, and then the annotations or the questions that went with it. Those will always be there. The last thing you'll always see at the bottom is links to the Zoom for both class periods. I will always have that on, be available to answer questions. I do travel quite a bit throughout the school day because I also co-teach in the general education English classes. So I am not necessarily close to a phone throughout the day. So it's always better to email me or connect with me through Zoom. Those are the fastest ways to reach me. Phone calls I can really only get to during my playtime. So I also wanted to show one more thing. If I click home, scroll down a little bit, these are the green buttons are the most commonly used websites we go to during this class. The Lexia, our school library, Edpuzzle we'll start using in a couple weeks. I also listed the school's phone number and then my email address to make everything right there so it's easy to access. I'm going to click Student View just for 1 second. So for students, if you click over here on Grades, this will give you the most up-to-date information as far as grades. If it's missing, if it's waiting to be graded, if it's there and you have all your points. This is a little bit different because this is my teacher view, but for students you'll have specific information as far as 10 out of 10 or missing. For example, this assignment was excused. Maybe a student was sick or had started school late. So that's very helpful. I also wanted to show you the calendar. This will kind of give you a to-do list. For me, it's only showing the information for my class, but for students, it will show the information for each class they have in Canvas. It will tell you, these are the 2 assignments we did this day, and this is often also the due date. So that's also some helpful information. I think that's about all I have for now. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me.